Good morning, everybody. I'm indeed very happy to be here, honored in front of all these dignitaries sitting over here. My association with Akshaya Patra has been for the last 5 years. Um, the minute I came in contact with these people, uh, in 10 seconds you come to know the intention of what these people are all about and what they mean to do in their lives, and it was just unbelievable. When I started off as a small little fragment as part of Akshay Patra, the dream was to feed 2 billion children, and that already happened. The dream is already fulfilled in 2016. Now the next dream is 5 billion children, which is definitely going to happen in 2020. um, I would just request the media to please write about this, because I think this is a fabulous, fantastic organization, something that I have never seen in my life, and neither would any of y'all would have. I've gone and visited the kitchens personally. It is not only about just feeding the children, it's how to implement it. How do you implement feeding 1.6 million children a day? And if I'm not wrong, I'm not wrong, because for the last 17 years, they have not missed out on a single meal going to a single child. So that's a great achievement. So it is not only about cooking the meals and how is it delivered, how are the logistics handled in case of a rain, in case of a disaster, in case of traffic jam. How do these vans reach in time to these schools? All this is thought of, because this organization is backed by people like Sridhar and his entire team. These are people who have left their jobs in very, 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 what can I say, big companies. I think, Sridhar, you were in Wipro, isn't it? Cisco, yeah, one of those. Yeah. And he was a big man there, and he's left, and people like this are selflessly working. The kids are extremely happy. The food is very, very nutritious. Um, it's still a fight trying to get Akshay Patra into every city, but I feel that every school in this country where a midday meal is necessary, it should be with Akshay Patra, because I think it's just an outstanding organization. I wish them all the very best. And today we have flagged off this campaign of feed the future now. So we are feeding the future now, uh, because we know that there are more than 60 million malnourished children in this country, and our aim should be to eradicate that. Thank you for making me the Goodwill Ambassador. It's been an honor, because I've been blessed with the power of music. So use music not only to entertain people, but also to give out messages. That's what I try to do every time I get an opportunity. We had created a beautiful anthem 5 years back for Akshay Patra, and we played it all over the place. I don't know whether they're going to play it here today, but anyway, it's been a wonderful morning, and I hope that each one of you, especially the media, take this news and blow it up. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mahadevan, for sharing your thoughts. Now, I would request Mr. Oberoi to please come and address. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I keep saying that we all use the phrase, Mera Bharat Mahan, or we say Jai Hind, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. We say these words very often. Every time we feel a slight surge of patriotism, every time we feel like, I want to prove that I'm as proud of my nation as the other Indians. But if we could only convert them from words into action, if we could only live Mera Bharat Mahan, if we could only live Jai Hind, if we could only live Bharat Mata Ki Jai, we would be in a much greater India. I think Akshaya Patra is one of those organizations that's been living it. I've seen them very closely for many, many years now. Just to give you an understanding of how difficult it is what they do. About 9, 10 years ago, we started a smaller operation in Vrindavan, running schools. I think some of you know about them. Rescuing girls from child prostitution, rescuing girls from forced labor camps, rescuing girls from physical abuse. And we started one school, then we started another school, then we started a third school. Today we have 3 schools and almost 2,000 kids studying there. But what's most important is that every time we asked people कि भाई आपकी बेटी को स्कूल भेजिए, हम पैसे नहीं लेंगे, they still wouldn't say yes. जब हमने कहा कि आपकी बेटी को हमारे स्कूल भेजिए, हम उसको खिलाएंगे, पिलाएंगे, उसकी देखरेख करेंगे, उसकी दवाइयों का खर्चा हम करेंगे, उसके कपड़ों का खर्चा, उसकी किताबों का खर्चा सब हम करेंगे, अब तो भेजिए. And basically the primary driver was आप बेटी को ले जाइए, लेकिन जो हमारा लल्ला है, जो बेटा है, वो भी साथ में आएगा खाना खाने. And it was almost like negotiating a deal with people from a village, because the schooling was so far behind, especially schooling for the girl child was so far behind in their list of priorities that it was almost impossible to convince them. Today, 14 villages where no girl ever went to school, say 10 years ago, 14 villages don't have a single girl that doesn't come to school. I think that has been an achievement through continuous perseverance and dedication. In our own little organization, I think when we're talking about 5 billion meals, we're talking about what, 500 crore meals, right? Am I right?